This video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to sew an invisible or concealed zipper. I have skirt pieces and invisible zipper tape. Here is my waistline and waistband pieces. If you don't use a pattern, then you need to determine the length of your zipper. I recommend using a zipper tape at least 2 or 3 centimeters longer than your zipper opening length. First, stabilize the edges where the zipper will be sewn in by applying fusible interfacing. My fusible interfacing strips are cut about 1 centimeters longer than the zipper opening marks, and 1 or 1.2 centimeters wide. Line up the interfacing along the top and side edges of the fabric and press by holding the iron for about 10 seconds. Repeat it a few times. Use pressing instead of gliding motions. It's recommended to give your fabric to rest for about 15 minutes once interfacing is fused. I prefer to Preshrink a zipper tape just in case. Next, join the skirt and waistband pieces at the waistline. Place the fabric right sides together, align the edges along the waistline, pin in place, and do a straight stitch 1 centimeter from the edge. One centimeter from the edge, 1 centimeter is my seam allowance. Back stitching at the beginning and end of the seam. Next, press the seam flat. Snip into the seam allowance 1 cm from the edge, leaving 1 or 2 mm uncut, and press the seam open. Like this. Then press the seam allowance towards the belt or top of your garment. And repeat the same to the other side. A wooden clipper helps to flatten the seams. Instead of clipper, you actually can use a wooden ruler. Next, knit the raw edges with the serger. Overlock only longer part, only this part. And repeat the same to the other piece. And knit the raw edges of center back seam. Next, place skirt pieces right sides together. Match waist seam on both sides. Align the edges and pin in place. Secure with basting along the edge. From the top to the bottom of your garment. Next, do a straight stitch with a long 5 mm stitch, starting from the top and continue stitching until you reach a zipper mark. Then, change stitch length to 2.6 mm. So from your zip mark to the bottom, stitch length should be 2.6 mm, and from the top till zipper mark 5 mm stitch. Just writing it down, 5 mm stitch from the top till zipper mark, and then 2.6 mm stitch. Starting at the top, stitch length 5 mm, no back stitching, just a straight 5 mm stitch from the top to the zipper mark. Here is my zipper mark. When you pass a zipper mark or exactly at your zipper mark, change stitch length to 2.6 mm, do a couple of back stitches and continue stitching to the end, back stitching at the end as well. Remove basting and press the seam flat. Press the seam flat and then press the seam open. Now, draw a few mark lines using a ruler, about 3 or 4 centimeters apart. The lines should be at 90 degrees or perpendicular to the seam you just made. Now you can remove the 5 mm stitch. Next, we can attach zipper tape to one of the skirt sides. Place the zipper so its top stoppers are 2 or 3 millimeters below the 1 centimeter seam allowance from the top. Also, zipper teeth should be placed 1 millimeter from the crease line or folded edge. So when zipper teeth unfolded, they are in line with folded edge or crease line. Pin in place and baste. To sew invisible zipper, I recommend using invisible zipper foot instead of a standard zipper foot, because it's much easier to achieve the desired outcome. The foot has underneath grooves that line up the zipper teeth and make it easier for you to sew. Place your fabric, making sure that the zipper teeth are under one of the grooves. Start stitching 1 millimeter above 1 centimeter seam allowance at the top to avoid thickness in corners when you will be attaching a waistband. So I start stitching not from the very top, but 1 millimeter above my 1 centimeter seam allowance mark. I will trim the excess length of zipper tape later on. Continue stitching to the zipper mark, back stitching at the beginning and end of your seam. Next, we need to transfer marks from skirt piece onto zipper tape. Use a pencil or chalk with sharp end to make fine lines. Now close the zipper and transfer the marks from one side of the zipper to another, like this. Now you can open the zipper and attach the other side of the zipper to the skirt. Match all the marks on zipper tape and skirt piece. Place zipper tape so zipper tape teeth 1 millimeter away from the folded edge. So if you unfold zipper teeth, they are in line with folded edge. Pin in place and baste. Because our zipper tape is longer than zipper opening, we can open the zipper as far as zipper tape allows and reach zipper opening mark quite easily. Start from the top, again 1 mm above 1 cm seam allowance mark. Back stitching to secure the seam and continue stitching to the zipper mark. Back stitching at the beginning and continue stitching to the zipper. And here you will see that the zipper tape length will allow you to reach zipper opening mark quite easily. And back stitching at the end of your seam as well. Close the zipper. Carefully pull the zipper puller through and close the zipper. Now you can shorten the zipper tape. Just cut off the excess. If you wish, you can use a bias tape to knit the zipper tape edges. I am not going to use a bias tape in this video. I will simply attach zipper tape edges to the seam allowances using a standard zipper foot. Do a straight stitch, start from the top, again 1 mm above 1 cm seam allowance mark, back stitching to secure the seam. Here I am using a thread to pull the fabric through to prevent the machine from eating the fabric. As you can see, I am pulling the thread and helping the machine to move the fabric. back stitches at the end of the seam at the zipper opening mark, and repeat the same at the opposite side. Press the seams carefully. Secure the waistline seam allowances with hand stitches. And your invisible zipper is done. Next step is attaching waistband. It will be shown in the next video. Thank you for watching and good luck with your sewing projects.